Hello, my dear Ashes. Hope you're all well. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to all. Tonight, which is now here by me, I want to talk about IBS, which is Irritable Bowel Syndrome. In 2014, I had immense tummy ache, but it was more on my one side, and I remember it being so hurtful. I could barely walk. Literally, I couldn't. I remember my boss took us out to dinner that night, me and my boyfriend at that stage, or fiance, or whatever. And when I got up to get, because it was like a buffet, and you had to get up every now and then to go get your food, I could barely get up. The pain was immense. So I went to the doctor the following day with my belly swollen. It looked like I was bloody well pregnant. And she stated, okay, you have IBS, irritable bowel syndrome. And I'm like, okay, so what's the cure for this? She's like, there's no cure, it's chronic. You're gonna live for this for the rest of your life. And I'm like, okay, that's cool. What's the treatment for this? A diet and some pills. It usually doesn't work and costs a fortune. Okay, so I got the pills, I went on the diet. I ignore foods like pears, um, carrots, beans, anything that might upset my tummy because it hurts heavily. And stress. Stress is the main thing that causes IBS. So, about a year later, I've been battling with this illness because even as I sit here now, I can still feel the pain. It's you get a tolerance for pain up to a certain level. And even as I sit here now, I can tell you I feel the pain within my intestines. It hurts. It hurts. It's been a rough couple of days, the stress of my dad and everything. So the stress is causing it to hurt because my diet is changed. All I do that's off limits actually is coffee, and I reduced that tremendously. But about a year ago, I remember the pain had gotten so bad that I literally threw up because of the pain. It just hurt. The afternoon when going home, my work, not last, yes, no, before last year, sorry, before 2016. The afternoon before going home after work, I remember feeling this pain and I told my boyfriend, I can barely move. And he gave me some painkillers and I drank them. But what we didn't know is the painkillers were anti-inflammatory. And that's poison for IBS. You don't want to take that. So the next morning I go to work, I'm fine, and all of a sudden it just strikes again, and the pain was so intense. I threw up because the pain was too intense, and I called a pharmacy and I said, okay, can I get a Voltaren injection for this? Because being stupid, I'm like, this will work. Will it work? I asked. Yeah, sure. Okay. Called again. Do you have? No, I'm sorry. Okay, I'll go to the other pharmacy. The other pharmacy, I have to see the nurse. And I go in and I say, I'm here for Voltaren injection. And she says, okay, what did you do? And I'm like, I have IBS. And she's like, do you want to kill yourself? I said, no, not today. Why? You can't do that. She tells me, you can't do that. Okay, what can I do? Because the pain is killing me. I'm dying. It hurts. And she's like, okay, we're going to have to give you in vein treatment because the treatment is too strong to take through your mouth or other way. Yeah, she had to take an injection, put it in my arm, struggling to find my veins, put it in my arm and give me the treatment in doses. And then she would like tap me and say, are you still with me? Are you still with me? I'm like, I'm with you. It's pain relief over here. Okay, the pain is giving away. And I remember feeling so confused at that stage because I looked at my watch because I had to go back to work, and I looked at my watch and I was like, I can't see the time. I'm like, why can't I see the time? She says, this is potent. You need to go to bed now. Okay, I can't go to bed now. I have to go back to work. I need to work. And I can't even see the time. And upon getting back to my work, because this took a half an hour to get just out of there, I was laughing hysterically. I was laughing my bloody head off. But the treatment worked. The other treatment you get is Librax. I don't know what it's called in the United States, but it is very expensive. It's like 100 pills costs you like 700 rand, so it's 7 rand a pill. Okay, it's under $1 in your money. You can probably get around about 2 for $1, but it's expensive in South Africa. Okay, it's extremely expensive, so I can't afford that right at this stage. I just have to go without it. And what I can tell you is my mama's been diagnosed with that now as well, IBS. She's struggling. She's she's telling me, you always said it hurts, and I didn't understand it. And now I'm telling you, my dear, it hurts. And I said, yeah, it hurts. And you get this sort of tolerance to it. But when that pain strikes, very much higher than that tolerance, ooh, you go through hell. I don't know. I never had kidney stones, but Mama complaining about this. She had kidney stones before. I think it's rough. I think the pain is. It's definitely uncomfortable, and it's definitely not a thing you want to live with, because it's chronic and anything sets it off. If you just stress a little bit, it sets it off. If you don't eat right, it sets it off. If you're worried, it sets it off. Any little trigger sets it off, and yeah, it's painful, and they can do nothing about it. Nothing. Nothing. I mean, modern medicine. Figure something out, people. There must be something you can do. I don't know. Otherwise, I don't know. But it is. But that's my experience with living with IBS. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope I gave some insight into the irritable bowel syndrome, which is quite also an embarrassing syndrome, but you can read up on that side. But it is quite embarrassing. But yeah, that's my life with this thing now. I've made peace with it. I can live with it. I'm strong enough. But it hurts. It does hurt. I hope you enjoyed watching. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.